my beautiful people, I welcome you all to my channel. So today we are going to make a simple video on how to cut a shirt. Now this is your first time of coming to my channel, thanks a lot. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, like, share and subscribe. So for today we are going to make a simple video on how to cut a shirt with a round neck, like what I'm putting on here. This is what we are making today. So if you want us to make a video on the one with collar, just put it down below at the comment section. I'll be right there waiting for every of your comments. Don't forget, if you find this video very educative and very informative, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, like, share and subscribe. And also turn on the bell. When you subscribe, turn on the bell to get notifications on when a video comes up. Okay, so what are the basic measurements required for this? We need our shirt length, bust measurement, waist measurement and our shoulder measurement. So our shirt length is 22 inches. We are going to add 2 inches for the folding allowance. We have 24 inches. Our bust is 38 inches. So 38 divided by 4, we have 9.5 inches plus 2 inches for our sewing allowance. We have 11.5 inches. So our bust divided by 4, we have 8 inches. Now we are going to add 1 inch for the dart allowance, okay, because it's going to have a dart from the waist. Now note that we didn't add dart allowance for the bust measurement because you're not going to have the darts coming up to the bust, okay? So you're just going to start from the waist. So we have our 1 inch plus 1 inch for our dart allowance, plus 1 inch for our dart allowance. We have 9 inches plus 2 inches for our sewing allowance. We have 11 inches. Now our shoulder measurement is 14 divided by 2. We have 7 inches. So I'm going to add half inch because I'm going to turn it up, plus half inch. We have 7.5 inches. So these are the basic measurements required for you to cut a shirt. Now don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, like, share and subscribe. So let's move to the fabric. I'm making use of this fabric. I don't know if you guys can see it. So what I did was, what you are going to do is that you're going to fold your measurements, okay, your fabric into 4. But when you are folding your fabric into 4, your front measurement is going to be bigger than the back measurement. Why? Because you're going to have this button. So you're going to keep allowance, let's say about 2 inches for the sewing at the front. So the front is going to be bigger than the back when you're folding your fabric, with about 2 inches or 2.5 inches. Okay, so this is my back panel, and this is my front panel. Rather, this is the front panel. The front panel is going to be bigger. So this is the front panel and this is my back panel. Okay, so what you are going to do is we are going to fold it. We are going to place it on each other. The first thing you have to do is to indicate which one of your panel is the front and which one is the back. Don't forget I said that the front panel should be bigger than the back panel because you are going to fix in buttons at the front. Okay, so normally for like a normal top, the back is always bigger because of the zip allowance, but for a shirt your front is always bigger. Okay, so we are going to have this. Now this is the front panel, is bigger with about 2 inches, and this is our back panel. Okay, so now let's take our basic measurements. So the first thing we have to take is our shoulder measurement. Now note that, look at where I'm starting from. I'm starting from this point, not from this one that I have my extra 2 inches. So this extra 2 inches is just for the button. So when you want to take your basic measurement, you take it from this exact one. Do you understand it? So let's take our shoulder measurement. Our shoulder measurement is 7.5 inches. I'm going to mark 7.5 inches. Okay, so I'm going to take the armhole. So my armhole measurement is 9 inches. 9 inches. So our bust measurement is 11.5 inches. Take all your basic measurements. Take all your basic measurements from this exact point, not the 2 inches. Take all your basic measurement from this exact point and not the 2 inches. Okay, so we have 11.5 inches. I'm going to mark 11.5 inches. So from the shoulder to the waist is 9 inches, our distance calculation. So our waist measurement is 11 inches. So what we are going to do now is to connect the lines together. If you find this video very educative, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. So now let's draw our armhole. Now the next thing you have to take note of is the neckline. You can see that the neckline of a shirt is not always deep. Okay, the neckline of a shirt is not always deep. For the back panel, you are going to take only 1 inch. It's not always deep. So don't forget, this is our back panel now, and this is the front panel that has extra 2 inches. So for the wideness, I'm going to take 3 inches for the wideness. Or let's take 2.5 inches. By the time we are done turning it, we have 3 inches. So 2.5 inches. Now for the back panel, look at the back. It's always up. So just take 1 inch for the back panel. 1 inch. And for the front panel, we are going to take about 4 inches because it's not always deep. So you connect your curve, you draw your curve. I hope you guys can see the marking. But let me move the camera a little bit forward. Okay, I think it's perfect like this. So this is where we took our neckline. This is our neckline. These are our armhole measurements. This is our bust measurements, our waist measurements, and the shoulder slant. So what we are going to do now is to cut it out. So when you cut it out, let me just show you guys something briefly. So what you are going to do now is to cut it out. After cutting it out, it is very easy. Okay, it is very easy to sew. So when you cut it out, you are going to have this. When you cut it out, this is what you are going to have. So this is the back panel. This is our front panel. So what you are just going to do is you are going to cut out facing. Look at it. You are going to cut out facing. This is the facing. So you are going to use this facing to turn it. You turn it the front. This is the front. You turn it. You turn the back with facing, or if you are using bias, then you also turn the front with facing. Now after turning it, the next thing you have to do is to cut out facing for this your button. Where you are going to fix in the button, you have to cut out facing for it. So when you sew it, you just turn it to the back, and you're also going to cut out facing for the other side of the button. Okay, now after cutting out your facing, you just sew it in front and then you turn it to the back. So when you are done with that, you join your shoulders together and you're going to have something like this. Then you just fix in your buttons, and then you create your button holes. Okay, so if you find this video very educative and very informative, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, drop your comments and your questions down below. I'll see you guys in my next class. Bye.